It is a situational question, and as a project manager, when you execute project, you face these kind of situations when you're doing a project in a, matrix organization, and when you have multiple departments are, running for the resources, and your organization is facing scarcity of the resource. But if you want your project to complete on time and to have your resources in your project, you need to do a lot of negotiation with multiple functional manager or business managers. So in this scenario, if we look at the options, the question is asking me what are my options and which one is not the right situation or the criteria that I cannot use. So I can use option A because it says go and directly negotiate with the functional manager who pulled back your resources and say that your project is critical and you want your resources. Of course, he or she may say that his project or her project is also critical, but that's how you negotiate. Option number B is also your option where you say that, okay, I want to, influence the functional manager. Sometimes when you manage project in a matrix organization, say in a weak matrix organization or in a functional organization, you don't have authority as a project manager to go and talk to the functional manager. So what you want is that, you ask your manager, you ask your project sponsor to influence the manager of other departments so that they can give you your resources. So this is one of the key technique that you can use to get your resources for your project. Option number C is actually the answer of this question, and which is the, in the context, it's not the right thing to do, because if you are going to engage resources from outsourced vendor, as your project is critical, you want your project to be done on time, you will bring new resources. These resources will take time to understand the project and do the work, right? So in this scenario, the least option or the last option would be C. So that's why it's not the right, answer for this question. Option number D is, if you want to convince or negotiate your functional manager or other department functional manager, one of the key thing that you can do is to discuss the project priority. So if you know the project priority from an organization perspective, it will be easy for you to negotiate. So technically, I can say A and D somehow, related to each other, that you want to negotiate the functional manager and you can negotiate or convince by discussing the project priority. Those who have answered it correctly through understanding, congratulations. For others, I hope it helped.